Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery 2023 ATA show in Indianapolis. I, of course, am here at the Last Chance booth with Jonathan Clark. Jonathan, every year we come here, you guys have something new for your bow presses. I'm amazed at what else can be done. So I'm going to let you run through some of these new features that you got for this year just to kit out your bow presses.
Perfect. So, first and foremost, we have the limb lock kit, which we came out with at the end of last year. And it's just an addition to the bow press specifically for beyond parallel limb bows. So it's always been an issue. And we took some of the designs from our Ultra Lock adapter from back in 2016, which we worked with in conjunction with Hoyt. When this bow came out, the Defiant, which is still the worst beyond parallel limb bow that you could have to press. And we took the rotating finger head, which was patented, and the rotating finger head, in essence, what it does, no matter the angle of the limb, it keeps the limb fully engaged as you press it, as you fully decompress it. It's going to rotate with whatever angle the limb's at. So you're able to use this and press any beyond parallel limb bow. As long as the limb lays flat, it will press it. So that's kind of how we designed it. The lower limb locks, it is a foam covered roller that in essence is just that. It rolls, the foam will give way, so you're not adding any additional torque to your limbs. And then also the fact that it rolls, it's not going to take off the limb decals as well, which has been an issue in the past. So you've got the lower limb locks as a safety. Each of these fingers, you can move them in and out. You can move them forward and back because every bow, the limbs may not be perfectly center. So the new limb lock kit, and then let me go ahead.
Before you move off that, Jonathan, I wanted to say, we're talking about beyond parallel, but one of the things I could say a press like this is especially going to help you with any bow is if you're taking the bow all the way out. If you have to take the limbs off, it doesn't matter what bow it is.
That's correct.
A normal press, it's just tricky, I'll say. But really this, it's going to be great.
With this, you've got that rotating head. So again, any limb, if it'll lay flat here and you have full clearance under here, it'll work with it. So, it's a great addition. Our standard fingers work well with Matthews, Bowtex, but this really shines with Elites, PSEs, Athens. I'm trying to think of all Obsessions, Expeditions, and really anything. If it has beyond parallel limbs, it works really well with it.
All right, tell us about the blade on the back here.
This is the Ready blade. It is a very simple and straightforward product. If you're like me, I have 4 or 5 razor blades always sitting on my magnetic tray or my strip. And we came up with this, so it's just a knife that holds standard blades you can get from any hardware store, but the whole bottom side is open. And what that does, it allows you to get as close as possible to your serving or when you're tied in a peep, or because cutting serving is one of the most aggravating things when you're working on your bow. Yeah. So this just gives you a way to hold that razor blade so you're not holding it and cutting your fingers and everything else, but it allows you to get there as close as possible. It's left or right-handed. You can swap it out. It does come with some spare blades, but you can buy any from any hardware store, Lowe's, Home Depot, doesn't matter. And on top of that, it comes with a magnetic sheath that you can put right here on your press, put the knife in when you're done with it, and it just keeps it right there handy as you're working on your bow.
All right, Jonathan, so more Last Chance attachments for your bow press. Now, this one is new at the ATA show. Tell us all about this. One's cool.
This is the Revolution Vise, and the actual clamping portion can go on your bow press. It can go on a table, bench, anything that will fit in between the clamp. You can mount it to, and the clamp will spread out to 2 3/8, so gives you a wide berth. And then with the Revolution Vise, we've got this head comes with it, and with this head, you've got these inserts that are larger with rubber. And then we also have inserts. You can pull these pins and you can swap out, and they're harder Delrin just in case you're trying to level and get a little bit more sturdy. But each head can go into this vise in this way. You just pop it in and then lock it down. Simple as that. And then in addition, you can get We have a head for AR-15s, which there's a lot of archery and gun shops that cross over, and this has definitely been a need and that we've had a lot of interest in. And then we have the stabilizer head, and again, each of these heads, you just simply unscrew the head that's in, move it out of the way, and you can install the other head. And then we have these organizers here on the back for the heads when you're not using them. We offer those in press mounted. You can get them that mount on the back of our tool trays, or bench mounted. So if you just want them on the edge of your table to keep them organized, but you just pop the head in, lock it down. The stabilizer head and this multi-axis head, you can move. They have tilt adjustments just in case you're looking to set second and third axis. This definitely gets you close. You know, you still have to use levels on the bow and the string to get it perfect, but this is a good starting point. So the clamp itself can spread, it can hold bows, crossbows, rifles, it doesn't matter. And you can actually just simply pop it in, tighten it down, and it's locked just like that. You can move the vise head around and you can lock it. You can tilt it up and down, side to side. You can move it in about any direction. The rod here that goes into the clamp can be put in at a 90-degree angle. If you're, say, you want a rifle laid at 90 degrees, you can do it that way too. Move everything around, and then it's simple to take it out and put in another bow, put in a crossbow, rifle, whatever you got. This'll do the trick.
Revolution Vise. So again, what we're just trying to do is have everything. You know, the bow press probably takes up the biggest amount of space. Yeah. So now with all the attachments and the accessories that connect to the press, you're not really extending the footprint at all in your shopping.
Yeah. And when you're not using this, you can either just take the head out and put it in an organizer, or you can bend it down, whatever you need, because the actual clamp portion's not going to get in the way as you're working on a bow, but you can just remove the head, put it off to the side, and you're good to go.
Awesome. Jonathan, we always love coming to see what you folks have at Last Chance. It's incredible. We appreciate your time.
Well, we appreciate it too. Thank you.